Hello and welcome. So whether or not you're a returning guitarist or you're a beginner guitarist, the challenge is usually the same. If you want to learn and you want to learn properly, how do you do it? What systems work? What systems do not work? What's a great use of your time and or your money? So in this video or video series, I actually want to find out for myself as a returning guitarist how I can properly learn the guitar without wasting time and money. So the systems that I'm looking at the moment in order to be able to learn the guitar, and there's a lot of them at the moment. Obviously you've got Fender Play, you've got Steve Stein, you've got Rob Baker, there's a number of YouTubers, Musica's Win, Tyler's System. So a lot of those YouTubers have actual learning systems as well. And you can learn from YouTube, of course, but I want to make sure that I am learning all of the theory, all of the fundamentals, not just shortcuts for c.a.g.e.d systems or 3 notes per string or anything like that, in order to be able to get to a really good foundation of music theory and actual techniques, and in order to be able to take my playing to the next level. And of course to stop getting bored and procrastinating, doing all those other things as well. So out of those systems that I've flicked up on the screen, I've taken a look at a few at the moment, and I think Fender Play is probably the best foundational system. It's really high quality. Great tuition, really back to basics and fundamentals. It doesn't miss anything from what I can see so far. I've taken a look at some other systems as well, and some of them get advanced very quickly. So they're assuming some knowledge as you're going in. Now I don't want to be able to skip anything. So first things first, I want to learn, just like you probably do, but what's the point? What's the end goal? What's the objective? I think for me at least, if I'm going to sit here and do lessons and learn and show progress and show what systems actually work, I need specific goals. So I've chosen 2 songs at this point in time, and if you've got a suggestion for a third, I'd love to hear it. So the 2 songs at this point in time are Drive by Incubus, which is fairly rhythmic but not basic, and the other one is The Loner by Gary Moore, which is a complete guitar instrumental. So I think that one might be ambitious, especially for a beginner guitarist, but that's the goal on the board at the moment. The other thing I wanted to be able to do once I have learned to a particular level is to be able to solo over any chord, or be able to do basic blues soloing across the guitar neck, just like many other people do. But I want to be able to do it at a point whereby it's natural, it's not forced, and it's not which note next, I'm breaking my rhythm. I want to be able to feel it and be able to play fairly fluidly. So I think they're fairly ambitious goals, and again, I want a third song. So if you've got a suggestion for a third song, whether it's something old and classic like Hotel California or Stairway to Heaven, or anything else that you've got a suggestion of, if it sounds good to me, it probably sounds good to you, and I'm going to try and play that one as well as the end goal for all of these lessons and learning the guitar. So just to be fully transparent at this point in time, I do know some basics already. I'm a returning guitarist, it's not a complete beginner, but those basics are pretty basic. It'll take me only a minute or so to show you everything that I know. So that's it, that's my core set of knowledge. I know the handful of the beginner's chords, the bar chords, and a couple of scales, and that is realistically it. So if that's where you are, fantastic. If you're a beginner, you're really only a couple of months total, if that, behind where I'm at the moment. So hopefully that is a really good starting point for me to be able to jump into a particular guitar system and learn and figure out whether or not it actually works. So if you've got any other guitar systems that you know about, apart from the ones I've already mentioned or put up on the screen, please let me know. I'll take a look at those before I actually start. But when I start, I want to be able to show you the progress and figure out whether or not this guitar system actually does work, how much progress you can make over a particular time, and I'll be fairly strict to the rules of that guitar system. So if they say you can only do this, or you should practice this, or you should do this, I will follow those rules and be able to get as much out of it as humanly possible. So that's it, thank you very much. If you've got ideas for that third song, please leave them in the comments below. I'll take a look at those. If you've got ideas for another guitar system that I haven't already mentioned, please leave that in the comments below as well. I'll take a look at that before the next video gets posted, which will be when I choose which guitar system I'll start with and whether or not I stick with it, how much I get out of it, and so on.